If you follow the news on the real estate market, you likely have seen some stories recently on the real estate market shifting or cooling. And I want to talk about what we're actually seeing in Long Beach, California with the housing market and what that means for potential home buyers and sellers. So if you look at the median home price in May 2022 and you compare it to a year ago, it's still up year over year. However, the price in May 2022 was a little lower than what we saw in April 2022. And if you look at the inventory of homes on the market in May 2022, it was lower than what we saw a year ago. However, it was higher than what we saw in April 2022. So it's really been within about the last 30 days that we are starting to see inventory build, and we're starting to see some changes to prices. Now that has many people worrying that prices are actually declining, that we're about to see perhaps the bubble burst. And I want to talk a little bit about the difference between prices actually declining and price deceleration, because they're not the same. What we've been seeing in recent years, and especially the first half of this year, was very, very rapid price appreciation, and it's been doing this. And so if the price does this, that's not necessarily a decline. That's a normal pattern of appreciation with some deceleration. What's different about this market than when our market crashed is the fact that most homeowners actually have equity. So even if in the face of a recession or job changes, homeowners who did need to sell in our current market would still have equity and wouldn't necessarily be facing foreclosures or short sales, which along with problems with the mortgage industry, which is what drove kind of the bubble to burst last time around. So what about this time? What if you're a seller and you're thinking about putting your home on the market? Have you missed that moment? Well, if you look at the definition of a seller's market, it's simply that there is more demand than there is supply. A balanced market is considered a 4 to 6 month supply. We're not even yet at a 2-month supply of homes for sale in Long Beach. And so while the time on the market is lengthening from that less than 2 weeks that's been average in the past few years, it doesn't necessarily mean that you can't sell your home at a reasonable price. It just means that you need to be more strategic about choosing the listing price. And you need to hire an agent who can help you with that listing price strategy, with evaluating market feedback, and one who has a marketing plan that extends beyond week 1, simply putting the house on the market. Because in a more balanced market, not all homes sell within the first week. What if you're a home buyer? Well, you definitely want to revisit your budget. Talk to the lender to determine, given interest rate increases, does it make sense still to buy now versus renting? Or does it make sense to buy another property, either to move up or move down, given the current interest rates? Evaluate what your budget is, evaluate your options, and then be aware of the fact that while in the market we've been having, you didn't necessarily have any opportunity to negotiate. As a buyer in this market, there may be an opportunity to negotiate. And that's the silver lining of the changes to this market. If you have any questions about what this market means for you as a buyer or seller, or if you're thinking about buying and selling, then definitely give us a call or shoot us a DM or email, and we're happy to help out. Phone number 562-896-2456. Thanks for watching.